What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator Home Daily. Yes, thank you. Okay, this episode is going to be a special one, a different one. It won't be like my normal ones, like vlogging style as I'm doing this and whatnot. This will be strictly talking about the feelings associated with this game. Because let's be honest, if you play this game, you feel something to keep playing it. Whether it be just fun, going out fun, or like me, I know personally for me it's very relaxing. But a thing that comes in handy for me is because I drive trucks in reality, I can also simulate and feel the same thing as I would when I'm driving a truck in reality for the most part. Certain things that the game can't simulate and pretty much you feel if you've done this in reality. So that's what this episode's going to be talking about. Not about where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm hoping it'll be a short one. I didn't even start my timer. I was going to have a timer going to record it to keep it short. So I guess I'll start after I start talking about it. Nope, so we're going to start talking about the feelings that you get with this game. And for today, since it'll be a short video, hopefully there's going to be 5 stages. If I already had a load, that's already taken away one of them. But because I don't have a load yet, it's going to be 5 stages altogether. At least to me. You decide however you want, how many you want to be. It can be different for each person. This is just what I feel, my opinion, and an easy way to categorize all 5 from start to finish. So let's go ahead and fire it up. And I could talk about this being a feeling, but I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm going to just talk about the first one. And keep in mind, when I do this, I'm doing it as like legal hours of service time. That's why I'm starting at 6 a.m. So let's go to the board. And I'm going to talk about the first feeling right now. And that's just the unknown. You don't know what you're going to get. It's just like you have a large option. Heck, I'm not even going to talk about how I do it. Say you were playing this game alone, like just looking at this from here. You got a plethora of options, like all throughout the thing. So there's a lot of options. So I guess you could call it like an unknown feeling. But it's so exciting to a certain extent because you just don't know where you're going, what you're doing, all of that. Now, for me right now, where I'm at in Montana, and the way I do it, I'm looking for something more general and to a certain area and whatnot. Prime example right there. That's what I'm going. God, nope, that can't work. God darn, that don't work either. Alright, so I'm still looking. But that's the feeling. It's the unknown, and you're looking to see what you're doing, where you're going, etc. like that. So while I go through this, looking and trying to figure out where I'm going, I'll get back to y'all once I find a load. Okay, now let's talk about the second feeling. Once you find that load right here, and I guess you could segue this into getting it a little bit. Nah, I think getting it's a little bit different, so I'll just keep it here. So once you find the second one, you feel, at least me, again, this is my opinion, my description of it, and how it makes me feel. You feel accomplished. You feel like you found what you're looking for. It's within your range. And again, because I do it of hours of service, plays in a part too. How long it takes and how many hours you can drive, and if it'll be an all-day thing, which this will, but that's okay, and stuff like that. So you get some emotions mixed with that as well, so you can also kind of be like, okay, am I going to be, and see, this one I don't mind too much because it's a World of Trucks contract, so it's got all, like 3 hours at least in reality time, but say it was like another one through the game itself, where I had to be there a certain time, to get a sense of, am I going to be flying, am I going to be rushing, can I stop? Can I BS a little bit? So them kind of feelings, again, the game ain't simulating. Well, kind of, because of the load. But it's something you just feel that varies from person to person. So that's picking out the load from here. So, and that's why I said this is number 2. Because, let me check, because I had them written down, make sure I ain't skipped nothing. Let's see, choosing the load, getting the load. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, that's number 2. So, when you get in the load right here. Because the third one, which has its own feel altogether, is when you go pick it up, which we about to do. So, as soon as I fill out this paperwork and everything, I'll meet y'all over there picking up. Talk about how some feelings I get when I get over there. This, again, all me, what I feel. Truck's all warmed up. Let's roll. And I know I said that'd be different, which it is, because that's why I parked till last night. I'm at the spot to pick up. So it's a perfect segue into what it's like once you get here. So, say you gotta go, like, for me, I know my max deadhead is like 80 miles. Once you get there, you get a feeling of, not quite sure how to put it in words, but it's like you're getting ready to start out on something. It's kind of like when you first start like a new project or something. Get ready to get started on that, and I don't know if I can make this swing. I think I can. I'm gonna take the curve a little bit, but that's okay. But it's kind of like that when you get ready to start a new project, and you got like all this ahead of you that you don't know what could happen. Which legit, you really don't. Like, I get on here, traffic could be crap when I get over here, or it's just it's like a lot of unknown, but a good unknown. And there's the backup right there. Cool. So it's that feeling for me, and also a little bit of mixture of like working towards a goal. I mean, I know some people don't. Some people just get on, drive, cool, you do you. But me, I always have some kind of goal when driving, whether that be in this situation. Well, that's the previous video I talked about that, and the live I talked about. So that's the goal for why I'm up here. But just that sense of accomplishing that goal is just nice. So, come on, get in there. There you go. Let's see what we got. Well, you know what? This isn't that type of video, so I'll get with y'all when we're on the next. To me, like, change of feeling. Alright, loaded up and embarking on the journey, which I feel like this is when another feeling comes into play where you get. Now I'm gonna combine because I don't want to make it 6, so I'm gonna just still keep it 5. This one and the kind of going down the road feeling are similar, where it's like you just out in the open, you're gonna be going for, in this case, a good long while. But even if you ain't, you're still embarking on the journey. So it's just a sense. I can't really put it into words, but it's just like you're off, you know. You're embarking on your journey, and it's like just open road. It's not like a turn to the left or the right. And if it is, if you get like in live, I did like a 6-mile run, then you don't really get that as much with those 6 miles. Like now, we got another 400 miles to go. Come on now. That's just a nice feeling to me. A nice open feeling. I'm not catching this gear right. There we go. And especially, and I love that I did this. It just happened to work out nicely. I love that I did this in Montana. This wide open road, open fields like this, just a lot of, you can just roll. It's just nice. Now granted, this downpour don't help none, because I still get it. Even with the downpour, it's still just a nice feeling. Nice, just out driving. This for me is when that relaxation comes that I think a lot of people feel when you're out like this. Once you're loaded or just rolling like this, just nice. It's not really something you can simulate except in your head, and it's just nice. Hence, I think this is the biggest feeling I get, or anybody else who does this game on a regular basis, that has kept the game so popular since from hard truck on 98 Windows PC to what we have today. This feeling right here, I think, is the biggest one that keeps people coming back, getting behind this wheel, all that good stuff. Yep, that's my opinion anyway. Okay, I'm taking my 30-minute now, and I guess you could call this like an addition to 4 after you got the load, just free, happy, free and just out there and just not pressed, if you will. All that stuff that I said with 4. But this comes from when I simulate the hours of service time, like real life simulation driving. So because it's 8 hours, I'd have to stop around 8 hours, take a 30-minute break. So to get ahead of that and not have to do that, and I keep rolling after this, I'm stopping now, so by 12:30 I can keep rolling again. There's my 30, and there you go. I'll show you where I'm at, just for anybody wondering. Yep. So, but no, the feeling, I guess, like I said, like a 4 subcategory. The fourth one, when I talk about after you've got the load and all out there, accomplished and just free. Again, like it's just nice. It's like you're not pressed. I only got like what, maybe 100 miles to drop or so, 200 miles. So I mean, it's a good little bit, but not crazy like 500 and that. So it just, again, it's kind of the same feeling like after you get the load, similar. But this is something I know comes with the way I do the hours of service driving. When I get to take these 30 minutes and I'm not pressed to keep on moving like afterwards hard. That's just a nice feeling. So, like I said, just throw that up with the same, well, not the same, but for number 4 within that range. It's still after you got the load and whatnot. So, yeah, I think that's just something that comes with me because I do the hours of service driving on here most of the times, not multiplayer, most of the times, and that's just a feeling that I'm gonna say this throughout this entire video. The game can't simulate. They legit can't. Like, I'm enjoying just oh crap, it's 12:30. Well, I'll just go to 1, bump it. I'm in no rush. But something the game can't simulate. So, alright then, I'm going in here, get me something to drink, pee, all that stuff. Okay, we got like 60 miles left, and here's where like the final feelings, if you will, come into play, because it varies. I've talked to not a lot, but a few people about what they feel when they get to the end. Cause trust me, I didn't come up with all this stuff just me. I talked to some people, and some people, it's like a wide range of feelings. A couple people said they feel like they won when they get here, which I can get if you see it that way, but I don't consider this like a racing thing, so I don't get that one. But hey, somebody did say that. A couple people said that actually. So some people say they feel like they won. Some people say they feel, what did she say? What was it? Oh yeah, actually had a couple, like one person that she said they felt disappointed once they get here because it's over, which I give props to them because I can understand that, because once you get over here, it also comes up with a feeling, which I feel on occasions, depending on when it is, what I'm doing, but it has happened more often than not, a feeling of uncertainty, because you don't know what you're going to do next. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're headed. But I managed to get around that. That's why I have leases. That's why I have, like now I'm doing Steam achievements and stuff like that. But I could get her disappointment feeling. I've heard from them. And then some other people said, what did they say? They felt, I can't remember the other one they said now. But it was like, when you get to the end of your drop like this, there's a wide range of spectrum that I've heard people say, different feelings, different things. Me personally, because I do leases and stuff like that, I just feel accomplished really much. I feel accomplished, and also a tad bit of what I said one person felt, not disappointment, but that uncertainty, because I don't know where I'm going next. Now, thankfully, with this run, which the live showed you, which I did not realize would be that easy, I have a feeling I already know where I'm going to be going. I'm going to check the board when I get up here. But so I don't get that uncertain too often, depending on what lease I'm with. But I can understand that. But I also, like I said, I feel accomplished when I get here, ain't flipped, get here on time. I mean, granted, the World of Trucks contracts, I mean, you can still be late. This one at 3 hours, but I don't usually let them sit too long. But you can still be late. So if you get there on time, undamaged, you get to see that excellence. So, I mean, I guess some people might call that a win. I just call it feeling accomplished. It would need to be done in a timely manner and all that. So that's what I feel. And like I said, and then the whole cycle starts all over again when you get the next load and stuff from there. So that's why this episode was called The Feelings. It might change. It depends on what the marketing department and all that feel like labeling it. I heard it was going to be called The Feelings, but also it talks of the feelings within or something. I don't know, but it's all a part. But I know the feelings will be in there somewhere, because that's what this episode has been about. Just with the game, you can feel with it that it doesn't simulate. I don't know what the heck I was just thinking of, but yep. So that's why it was called the Feelings episode. And like I said, it's not the normal Home Daily episode where it's like start to finish and everything like that. This was just talking about the feelings you can feel. And like I said, me personally, if you want to ask me about what I felt for this one, all what I said, like the getting of the load, all that, the drive over was awesome. It was so relaxing. If it wasn't for copyright laws, I'd have the music I was playing. It's still playing, but it's just muted. You can't hear it. But I was listening to music. I was having a good old time. So doing all that. Throw it in neutral. And it was just nice. It's a nice good old time. And all the feelings I talked about were I felt during this run. And I usually feel during a lot of runs. Now don't get me wrong. Another feeling I can feel when I get to the end like this, ready to get out this damn truck. Just trust me, them like 3-4 day runs, oh Lord, they can be tiring. By the time I'm get done, I'm glad my 10 is over. I'm glad I can just sit and relax. Not my 10, my 11 for driving. But some days it can be like that. But not this go round. But that can't happen for some of them. Alright, then I feel like I'm starting to get into another Home Daily episode. And this one's supposed to be like that. So hope it gave you something to think about. Hope it was different than anything you've seen on any other channels within this game. And I'll hell each other on the next Home Daily. Be easy, take it easy now.